What's going on, Stunner family? It's your boy, the number one stunner. So here we are. It's Thursday evening. The Huskers are ranked. We've got an FCS team coming in, and everyone's excited. Everyone's got their pom poms out. Everyone's getting in the closet and digging out their Husker gear. Ladies digging out their Husker gear, their old cheerleading outfits. But are we ready for all of that? That is the question. Now, personally, I think we are. I think that the Huskers are back. Yeah, I said it. Come for me. Come for me. Now, with that being said, I'm no fool. I do know that it's going to be tough, and I do not expect this team to go undefeated. That's not going to happen. No, no, no. It's not going to happen. But I think we can go ahead and count a winning season. I think we can go ahead and count that. I think we can also go ahead and count that number 15 out there in the cream and red is gonna have the team in every game every week. And that's all we ask for. That's all we ask for. As Huskers fans, that's all we want. We just want to be in the game. Right? I remember I went to the game against Ohio State that was in Lincoln. That was in 2019, I believe, whenever they had game day out there. And yeah, I flew all the way out there. And I don't live in the state of Nebraska, but I flew all the way out there, got pretty hyped. Had probably the best seats that you could have. I was on the 50-yard line about, I don't know. I wasn't I wasn't far enough up to be in the shade from the upper tier. But I was some rows back, but I was on the 50. Perfect seats, man. Memorial Stadium night game. And we couldn't even make it out the first quarter uh without getting smoked. And I remember that night, man. I left the stadium after the first quarter. I left the stadium and I just walked the streets and just tried to really soak in what was happening. And it was just very disappointing, man. And really just seeing the looks on everybody's faces and stuff, just being let down that such a big moment, you know, game day, you know, night game, national TV, and couldn't even compete. Just like it was a boat race, from kickoff. So I think speaking on behalf of Husker fam, GBR Nation, we just want to be competitive. We just want to be in the game in the fourth quarter with a chance to win. You know, and I think this team right here, they those guys. They those guys. Um, Now we're talking a little bit about 15. Um, it's looking fantastic, man. It's looking fantastic. It's looking fantastic. We can work on some things though. Um, First and foremost, you know, there are, or at least there were last Saturday, there were opportunities to go deep that weren't taken. I don't want to get in the habit of just going deep for going deep sake or what have you. But those two wideouts that we got, uh, the portal guys, from Texas and Wake Forest. I mean, those guys are studs. Those guys are studs, and they got to get more balls thrown their way. They got them in the first week. They got those. They got those balls. Pause. No Diddy. Um, but against Colorado, those guys were a little MIA. So I would like to see them return again this week because the Huskers are absolutely going to need these guys when they get deeper into the season. They're going to have to know they can depend on them later on in the season. So, with that being said, you know the title of this live: Huskers are ranked 23 in one poll, 24th in another. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you not entertained? Right? No, I'm not. Being ranked worries me this early in the season, and I really, really, really want these guys to stay focused and locked in, and not start feeling themselves. Pause, no Diddy. Um, and really get distracted and not do what they are supposed to do. Um, Coach Rule, I'm gonna say it right now, man. I didn't want them to hire you, man. I didn't want them to hire you, but I can admit when I was wrong, right? I think you were the perfect guy, and whoever hired you, Trevor Albers, um, good decision, sir. Good decision. Good decision. Um, Making good decisions. With that being said, you know, I really do think that some of the teams that we saw fall last weekend, that's what happened to them. They started drinking their own Kool-Aid, smelling their own farts, getting high on their own supply, and the next thing you know, they got bounced. They got bounced. So the one thing is though, is if this happens to Nebraska, where they mess around and lose to a team that is considered lesser than them, all the pundits are going to come rushing out to say, "See, we told you they weren't any good. We told you." They're waiting. They're waiting to say that. Excuse me. So the guys got to take it play by play, drive by drive, quarter by quarter, game by game, and because you just got to know, like, there's a little itty bitty like Desmond Howard hanging around back in everybody's ear talking about, I told you they weren't good. I told you. Let's see how good Michigan is this year. Desmond. Is Desmond married? I don't know. So he's a little. Anyway, yeah, I ain't forgot you, Desmond, when you was talking all that trash back during the COVID. That Nebraska wanted to play. Look at them. Look at us now, Desmond. Look at us now. And we're far from a finished product, but I don't think Michigan wants that smoke. Not if they suited up your old ass. Still couldn't get it done. I wanted to say right now that if some fluke of nature happened and Nebraska couldn't win another game all year, we could beat Michigan right now. So, anywho, 2-0 does feel good. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. For any of you folks who may be under the age of 30 and not really understanding what Nebraska Corn Huskers really means to college football? Go back and look at some of them schedules from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Look at what the Corn Huskers would do to a team like Northern Iowa back then. Cover the spread, win, and cover the spread every time. 50-0, 55-10, 49-7. That's why it was really, really good to see the Huskers, put up 40 points in that first game against a FCS competition. No, they played UTEP. That wasn't FCS. What are you talking about, Stunner? What you drinking, Stunner? What you smoking, Stunner? UTEP is not FCS. My bad. But stomped them out like they was an FCS team, though, didn't they? Same. All right, folks. Well, the question remains: Huskers are ranked. Are you happy? You ready to get your cheerleader pom poms out? Are you ready to cheer for the guys now? Are you ready to let's hear it for the boys now? Right? All right, folks. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Stunner out.